Hello and welcome back to another on the rest of it and an edition of Dynamite Out of 10, the January 8th edition of Dynamite. Promised big matches and unforgettable moments, and yeah, we're going towards Maximum Carnage next week as well as Grand Slam Australia. The top stars went to war with Moxley and the World Championship by competing in a casino gauntlet. Jay White earned the first spot in the match, but who else would compete? But we started things off with a big match between Will Ospreay and Buddy Matthews. Buddy Matthews brought the fight to Will Ospreay, nearly picking up a huge win off a curb stomp. However, the Stars Clash and a Hidden Blade were enough to steal the win for Ospreay. Afterwards, the aerial assassin made it clear that he respected Matthews and King, hoping to see them step out of the shadow of Black. This was a fantastic eye-opener from two great athletes. Their styles meshed well together, as expected. It was easily one of the best matches Matthews had in AEW, especially as AEW prepares for the Grand Slam Australia show. Hopefully he'll get a big kind of match there. The only small downgrade was a promo that followed. Ospreay was too tired to make it work in that moment, stumbling over his words and struggling to convey his emotion. The status of Black remains in questions, but hopefully Matthews and King have enough credit in the bank to keep going. But if Black is around, it could set up an exciting match between these. So overall, yeah, excited to see the direction. 7 out of 10. Before we got Bobby Lashley against Mark Briscoe, the Hurt Business crashed Private Party's championship celebration to warn that they wanted the tag titles. Briscoe brought the fight to Lashley in the ring, but he was shocked by the power and resilience of the Almighty, who finished off with a spear and a hurt lock. If beating Swerve was not an emphatic enough statement, Lashley dominating Briscoe after a strong match with great performances said a lot about his future. This was an extended squash, but a good one, helped by MVP's excellent commentary. Lashley and Shelton Benjamin are likely dethroning Private Party, because it's hard to imagine anyone slowing the Cert Syndicate down right now. It's so odd that the group is focused on tag team gold, but all of the singles champions are well entrenched right now and cannot afford to lose to Lashley. Mark Quinn and Isaiah Cassidy deserve more time with the gold, but at least they will have a much bigger spot like fighting the Hurt Syndicate. So yeah, on the whole, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Before we got that men's casino gauntlet I was talking about, and the participants were Jay White, Hangman Page, Will Yuta, Ricochet, Adam Cole, Daniel Garcia, Powerhouse Hobbs, Roderick Strong, Lance Archer, Kyle O'Reilly and Jeff Jarrett. Despite the best efforts of every man in the contest, it was Hobbs who wouldn't be denied, planting O'Reilly with a spine buster for the win. Unsurprisingly, it was a wild match, good fun as it's been in previous years. The order of participants kept the action fresh, relying on White and Hangman throughout. Wheeler and Ricochet were the essential heels who got in the way of big wins for fan favourites. It's hard to predict who would win this match going in, but Hobbs' victory was especially shocking. It was a great move. He and Mox have enough history to set a world title bout over next week, while saving the big matches for Mox like White and Hangman over next year. So yeah, I thought this worked really well. A great win, great run for Hobbs as well. So yeah, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. This was really good. Jeff Jarrett then wanted to discuss his future with Ian Rockabilly, but MJF interrupted. Salt of the Earth offered to help Jarrett win the World Championship if he gave MJF the first shot. Jarrett called MJF entitled as he refuses, after slamming the microphone into his chest. Two strong men delivering a strong promo. It's an easier formula, but it's hard to get excited about the Salt of the Earth kind of fighting Jarrett. After a disappointing end to his feud with Adam Cole, MJF could have used a rebound for guaranteed to pop the crowd. He will have to work a lot more to sell a match with Jarrett. This isn't to say the odds story cannot work, but the odds are lower than many alternatives that could have been used for the MJF spotlight. Cope warned the Death Riders that they would not do anything to him and that he could come back from. Mox, Claudio, Pac, Will Yuta and Mia and Shavir arrived to prove them wrong. They fought off FTR and threatened to shake them out until Powerhouse arrived to make the save. AEW set up an awkward dynamic over the past few segments, showcasing multiple men who want a world title shot but choose not to participate in the casino gauntlet. Luckily at the end it was an emphatic showcase that Mox respects and maybe even fears Hobbs, despite positioning the dynamic for next week. Cope had a strong first week, so the Death Riders needed to get some revenge on him, and that they did, and so that he can compete again in Solo's action. So yeah, I thought this worked really nicely. We got a casino gauntlet number one spot between Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander and Tony Storm. Storm and Nightingale fought hard throughout this match, but Statlander hit hardest, connecting with Big Bang Theory for the win. Three of the best women's wrestlers in the world went out to show, and it was non-stop exciting action. Because they're all three baby faces, there was no header for the contest, but they still had the crowd rolling for big spots. As a preview for the casino gauntlet, this is a strong promise. Stat picked up an important win that sets her up nicely to potentially face Mariah May at Grand Slam. While Storm has the most history with May, Statlander is the freshest name to challenge the world champion and could well dethrone her as she wins next week. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 for me. Good run for Statlander, but I still fully expect Storm to get the win, especially presuming that the match will take place at Grand Slam Australia. Before we got to miraculous ovation, Kenny Omega promising announcing that he's not ready to step away from pro wrestling, even if the doctors advised him to. Dom Callis interrupted when the cleaner tried to get his hands on Callis. Brian Cage, Lance Archer and Carl Fletcher struck. Will Ospreay arrived from Met with a steel chair, leading to an awkward face-off between former rivals during the show. It's great to hear the cleaner speak again. This was not his best promo, but it's still a welcome introduction for him. It didn't take long to establish his first story back in AEW. He's going to fight the Dom Callis family, and he has an uncertain ally in Ospreay by his side. Over the past year, Ospreay has taken Omega's spot as a top in-ring performer, and yeah, that could lead to an interesting kind of storyline down the line. It's a strong sign of Omega's health that he can be beaten down as well, and yeah, very promising. Can't wait to see Omega back in action. And overall, Dynamite this week gets a 7 out of 10 from me. I thought, yeah, it's a really strong episode of Dynamite. I thought, you know, most of the matches throughout the card were really, really strong this week. Lots of good matches on there. So yeah, gets 7 out of 10 from me. Very excited to see where we're heading with Dynamite next over the next few weeks with Maximum Carnage, Omega back on screens, etc, etc.
For this video, thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.